Do excuse me, it's 12:08. I've been doing my Hallow quest. And I was on the Lady of the Lake, and part of it is you do meditations and you meet the cards, you meet the archetypes of the cards. It's like a video game, but you don't need a screen for it. And she was a drag queen, and I was like, obviously, like she was trans first. She was like, I'm trans. I was like, oh, and then she started laughing and acting more like a drag queen. But anyway, the meditation is, she asks you what knowledge are you fostering, and you put it in the bucket at her feet, the basket floating at her feet, and she watches it and it grows. And I just kind of realised that one of the things that has entered my conscious awareness over the last couple of weeks is like the AIDS crisis. Like, it just keeps coming up. The AIDS crisis keeps coming up, and the way that we like don't honour the fact that happened. Like, it was a lot bigger than COVID. I saw yesterday, I think. I know it might have not been. I don't know what I'll find out, but so Gilbert Baker's coming up, the film festival, and one of my characters, John, the figure who goes into the water with that shiny blue dress jacket, so the backstory is him and Carol were like in the 80s. They're like 80s people. So there's all of these like flyaway kind of like, they're told like jokes, like subtle throwaway jokes, because I love a throwaway joke. I'm all about a throwaway joke that like keeps ringing after the scene's moved on to a different vibe. Like those kind of jokes where you're like but these ones have like a sad twinge to them because they're about AIDS, but they deliver these jokes to each other as if they're jokes, like in the same way as like reading kind of thing, where it's like you just like take a jab at someone and it's like ow. And I see it as like tears in history, tears in the fabric of the historical body. I'm an intellectual. Anyway, I feel like there's something to say about so one of the things that I say about Behind the Roads when I submit it to things, like when I submitted it to Gilbert Baker, is gay men, older gay men are my fathers, the way I can't remember the analogy, but like historically speaking, older gay men are my fathers. And the AIDS crisis was fucking crazy, and we don't have like a day where we are solemn about it. We have Pride where we're like, everything's fine, I love fucking. Like, I actually don't. I'm actually like deeply wounded and traumatized just from the inherited memory of like what the fuck happened to us. Sorry for swearing. But like, yeah, that's some deep rejection by the state, and I've gone through some church rejection healing just by like going back to church and just understanding what that is. This is becoming very rambly, but this is, yeah. Gilbert Baker's coming up. Gilbert Baker is a celebration of the creation of the rainbow flag, and the rainbow flag, it's Pride coming up now. Like, all of this could not be better timing. And I feel like I should be delivering this in a more polished way, but I'm not going to. I'm going to post it like this, because regardless of how embarrassed I am, I watch back videos from the past that I haven't posted, and I'm like, girl, what's wrong with that? You should have posted that. So this is what it is. Pride is coming up here. There's going to be rainbow flags everywhere, and are we going to talk about the pain? Are we going to talk about what happened before I was born, the protagonist? So, like, it's a semi-autobiographical magical realist coming of age drama. That's what the feature project is. Yeah, why do we have the rainbow flag? Why do we have it? I'm gonna leave that as an open question and close this out, and link Gilbert Baker, because it's happening on the 15th. Get yourself some tickets and come to the discussions. The discussions are going to be the real tea. Thoughtful gay artists hanging out together, talking about our work with people who give a shit about it. It's going to be very good. I go back to my meditation now. I'm not sure how it's supposed to end. Oh, she then gives you a gift. Maybe this was the gift. I don't know.